All right, so my first question for you, Ashley, is in light of the COVID-19 virus, what ways in your community are you encouraging family communication during this settle-in time that the governor has ordered?
So we have set up a couple of different things. So we are doing FaceTime with our residents and their families. We also have set up Skype for those that do not have FaceTime. We, as managers, have all also been assigned a certain number of residents, and we are to communicate back and forth with those families on a daily basis, whether that be sending a picture, sending a small note, just kind of letting them know how their day is going, that everything is okay. So they have a direct access to a particular person during this time period. Also, we've had the window visit. So we've had some family members that have stopped by and are peeking through windows, and will have us bring the residents to them so that they can see them. So just trying to keep up any form of communication that we absolutely can so that they know their loved one is okay and that the resident can still see familiar faces too.
Great. Are families allowed to drop off packages for their loved ones?
They are. So if they want to drop off a sweet treat or something along those lines, they are absolutely able to do so. We'll take it before they get into the community and then take it from there. We've also had a lot of our families that are providing lunch and really awesome things for our staff members to let them know that they appreciate everything we're doing. So we absolutely are still doing things like that.
Oh, well, that sounds great. So it must be a bit challenging trying to adhere to the social distancing rules amongst the residents, especially when you're in a situation trying to manage the care for dementia people. What type of interactive things are you doing with the residents to encourage stimulation, but yet keeping their social distances from one another?
Yeah, we definitely have a big challenge here because all of our residents have some form of dementia or Alzheimer's, and therefore the short term, hey, we should stay away from each other, doesn't always stay intact. So we have become very creative. We have broken our meal times up into 3 separate meals. We have 2 different dining rooms, so we are spacing everybody out. All of us are assisting with meals to make sure they go well. Everybody here is doing activities, but they are more one-on-one activities than anything large group. So if we do something like we all went out yesterday in the sunshine, everybody was spaced out, we were in fresh air. So we're still trying to touch on all of those things. We just have to be extremely careful about how close we are all getting.
Oh, that sounds great. All right, so, we've heard from some people who have contacted me, and the general public in general has raised questions on how safe are the assisted living communities during this time. Can you elaborate on that? I mean, I realize that you are accepting still new residents, but what are some of the protocols and procedures that you have in place to protect the existing residents when you do accept one that is new? And then in general, just elaborate a little bit more on the industry as a whole that you're seeing as far as the safety within assisted living.
Sure. So on top of normal standard precautions, obviously we are cleaning the entire community on a consistent basis, and that is far more than just the housekeeping team. We are all a part of that. We are able to do admissions, but we do have to jump through some additional hoops. You would be quarantined for at least 14 days when you were admitted, and that is to make sure that you are not bringing in something to our residents currently. We are checking temperatures for our employees upon entry when they are leaving. We are doing temperatures for our residents on a shift basis. We have a group meeting on every single shift to discuss if anybody has developed a cough, a fever, any signs or symptoms, anything that we should be concerned about. It is a very open communication between the caregivers, the nurses, all of us, anybody that's here that's a part of it, so that if there is any concern, we know about it right away, and we can be prepared for that. So very open communication, lots and lots of cleaning, lots of temperature taking, and just trying to keep everybody healthy and happy.
Sure. So, you know, what would you say to the general public about, you know, how healthy your community is?
We are doing absolutely everything that we can to make sure that everybody stays safe and that we do not get affected by the virus whatsoever. I know it's a very scary time, but I don't think any community anywhere has ever been more clean and more thorough right now, because everybody across the board is really trying to protect their residents. We love them dearly. We don't want anything to happen to them, and I'm sure that's across Ohio and everywhere. So it's a very scary time, but we are taking every precaution that we possibly can, and even going above and beyond what the Ohio Department of Health is requesting of us, just to make sure that it is a safe environment for residents that are already here and for those that need to do an admission during this time.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ashley. As assisted living locators, I am so blessed to be partnering with quality communities such as Sage Park. And I just want to thank you again for your time today. I know that you are on the front lines caring for our volatile seniors, and you and your team is just doing an amazing job over there. And I'm so blessed to represent you as one of our communities that is just really caring about the needs of our senior population. So for those of you that aren't familiar with assisted living locators, we are a no-cost referral agency that helps seniors find housing options for their loved ones when they can't live on their own any longer. And if you're wondering if it's a good time to move into a community, or you're not really sure, but yet you have the care needs of your seniors in mind, feel free to reach out to me and give me a call so that I can connect you to the right community. I am partnering and working with the leadership staff of all the communities here in Central Ohio to ensure that I'm knowledgeable about the proper protocols and procedures that are in place, and that they are able to give you a captured video potentially of what the community is looking like on the inside during this uncertain time. So feel free to reach out to me, 614-636-4905, 614-636-4905, and I'd love to hear about your story and how we can help you in the future. Thanks again, Ashley, and it was a pleasure seeing you. I miss you.
Yay,
Take care.
You too.
All right. Take care.